Hello, welcome to Learn Instrumentation. Today we are going to discuss instrumentation interview questions and answers. Today we are going to discuss some tricky questions. So this video is going to be very helpful for you. So don't skip the video. The first question is, will a transmitter with a 0 to 10 bar range give perfect accuracy in 0 to 5 bar range? Suppose we are using a pressure transmitter, and if we reduce its range from 0 to 10 bar to 0 to 5 bar, what will be the effect on its accuracy? Its accuracy will be same or it will degrade. So its answer is, it will not give the perfect accuracy if the range is decreased. And the reason behind this, the accuracy in the lower range degrades. So if we are using any transmitter and if we degrade its range, then its accuracy will also degrade. The next question is, it is also an important question. If we are using an orifice plate and suppose if we reverse its direction, then it will still measure flow or not. So its answer will be, it will measure flow but its accuracy will degrade. Now the next question is, does conductivity always increase with temperature increases? Suppose we are increasing the temperature, so conductivity will always increase or not? And the answer is yes. In most cases it is yes, but some fluids can show different behavior. Next question, a very important question for instrumentation and PLC. Does hard communication operate only on top of 4 to 20 milliampere signal? And its answer is yes. Look friends, in hard communication protocol, we use analog plus digital signal both, and the digital signal is superimposed on the amplitude of the analog signal. Next question, a very important question. Does a magnetic flow meter work only with conductive liquids? The answer will be, it works only with conductive fluids or conductive liquids. The next question is, can a DP level transmitter sometimes be installed without a wet lag? Yes or no? The answer is yes. A dry lag works in open tank applications. If we are using DP level transmitter for open tank applications, then we can install it without a wet lag. Next question, can an RTD be inserted directly into the process without a thermowell? Look friends, we always use RTD or thermocouple with a thermowell, as you can see in this image. So what will happen if we don't use this thermowell? So in that case, it will work, it will measure the temperature, but it is unsafe and result in shorter lifespan. RTD or thermocouple lifespan will be shorter without this thermowell. So we always use thermowell with RTD and thermocouple. The next very important question about the pressure gauge. You must have seen that some pressure gauges are filled with liquid. This liquid is known as glycerin. So the question is, does filling a pressure gauge with glycerin increase its accuracy? And the answer is no. Filling the pressure gauge with glycerin does not increase the accuracy, but it uses for vibration dampers. Next question, and this question is related to vibration sensor. Does an accelerometer give the same reading when its position is changed between horizontal and vertical? Suppose we are using a vibration sensor and we change its position from horizontal to vertical or vertical to horizontal, then its reading will be same or not? So its reading will be different because the axis sensitivities are different. Look friends, if you want PDF for this content, you can join our membership program. Now the next question is related to control valve. Is an equal percentage control valve always better than a linear valve? And the answer is no, because it depends on the process response. Next question, it is also related to control valve. If 4 to 20 milliampere is applied, will the IP converter output always be 3 to 15 psi? Look friends, I2P converter is used to convert electrical signal to pneumatic signal. That means current signal to pneumatic signal. That's why it is called I2P converter. It converts 4 to 20 milliampere signal into pneumatic signal and its output is 3 to 15 psi. But the question is, I2P converter output is always 3 to 15 psi or some different? And the answer is yes, I2P converter output is always 3 to 15 psi because it is the standard. Next question, is a limit switch used only on on-off control valves? The answer is yes, but it depends on the condition. If we are using globe type control valve for on-off applications, then we use this limit switch. We use this limit switch as a positioner. If control valve remains fully open, it will give the signal for on position, and if control valve is fully closed, it will give the signal for off position. But friends, in case of butterfly valve or in case of ball valve, we use a pneumatic actuator. You will find on and off indication on the pneumatic actuator itself. Next question, does a gas detector detect only gas leaks and not flames? It is true or false? It is true because a flame detector is a separate device. We cannot detect flames by using a gas detector. The next question is, does a PLC give the output first and then read the input? It is true or false? So friends, this statement is false because PLC first reads the input, then according to the written program, it updates the output. Next question is also related to PLC. Does an NO sensor in PLC input always mean it will also be NO in the field? So the answer is no. It can change depending on the wiring logic. So friends, that was our video. For more instrumentation videos, subscribe to our channel today. Thanks for watching the video.